If you're new to handstand, there are a lot of elements to be considered before you actually think to get yourself upside down, and one of them is the fear. You can do exercises as simple as that to start and overcome that fear of being upside down. Straighten the elbows, push your shoulders toward your ears, and stay there. If you don't have the flexibility for that, you can also step back a little bit, or you can just simply bend the knees and get used to that feeling of pushing as much as you can, so you can learn how to resist gravity. This is exercise number 1. I completely understand that exercise number 1 can be a little bit boring, but forget about boredom for a little bit and focus on what you need to focus on to overcome the fear instead. As you progress from exercise number 1, you can start to do the same exercise with your feet slightly more elevated. You can do it with your knees bent, and then you can also do this with your legs completely straight, as long as, again, you're driving your shoulders toward your ears. Learn how to breathe. Hold it for like anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds. And then you can start to consider to go with your feet a little bit higher. Look, I completely understand the fact that you're really excited to go upside down, but forget about that for a moment, because exercises like this, not only would they help you to overcome the fear, but also they will teach you the good shoulder placement, how to breathe properly, and also your endurance. So that when you go upside down against the wall or freestanding, you won't have to worry about all of these things. Then, when you start to become a little bit more familiar with shoulder placement, the breathing patterns, and improve the ability of spending a little bit longer period of time on your hands, you can start to bring the leg up, for example, or even if you bend it. This is how you overcome the fear of being upside down. So this is part of the process. You got to enjoy it and you got to do it. I guarantee you that if you are consistent and practice all of the exercises that I have shown you, in no time you will start to learn how to do this, for example. Because by the time you get here, you will already have less fear and a much better understanding in terms of shoulders placement and how to breathe properly. And if you are consistent with the exercises that I have just shown you, then it's just a matter of time for you to just walk your feet a little bit higher. Keep the legs together. Even if you stick your butt out at the beginning of your practice, that's okay. And when you get used to it, you can start to make all of the adjustments, such as straightening the legs, tilt the pelvis, push taller, then hold it. Try to get really familiar with this, because after this, you will be able to walk your hands a little much closer to the wall, which is a must when it comes to master the freestanding handstand. My advice to you would be to forget about all of these fancy exercises if you're new to handstand. Start to get really familiar with all of the exercises that I've shown you, and by the time you will want to kick up to the wall or get your hands closer to the wall, you will be a lot more familiar with it. Stick with them, be consistent, and you will see progress in no time, guaranteed. Thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned, because in the next tutorial I will show you how to safely kick into handstand from scratch. I will see you next time.